Wang Yi arrived in Brussels this morning and has officially kick-started his week-long Europe trip. And this morning he met Belgian Prime Minister Bart de Wever and had an hour-long closed-door meeting. In the building behind me, you can see it in the background. That's the residence of Belgian Prime Minister. And right after that, we got the readout. And this is what we have learned so far. Wang Yi highlighted Belgium's unique position in the process of European integration and advancing China-EU relations. In the meantime, he expressed appreciation for what he called the rational and pragmatic approach adopted by the new government towards China. He also hoped that more Belgian companies would invest in China. In the meantime, he called for joint effort to support multilateralism and act as an anchor in this uncertain world. And in response, Bart de Wever said there should be more communication and mutual understanding between China and the European Union in face of this growing geopolitical uncertainty. He also reaffirmed Belgium's commitment to multilateralism and support for Europe's strategic independence. Basically, this is what they talked about this morning in that 1 hour. De Wever is not new to China. He visited the country a couple of times, but not as the Prime Minister of the country, but as the Mayor of Antwerp, a rather wealthy region of Brussels. And he used to be quite business-driven and business-focused, but ever since he became the Prime Minister of the country not too many months ago, he has been adopting rather balanced approach towards China, while in the meantime calling for measures to protect the security interests of this country. If we look at the trade relations between China and Belgium, the bilateral trade volume was only about $47 billion. So it is not that big compared to the overall trade volume between China and the European Union, which was about $780 billion in 2024. But we have learned that there is an interesting report saying from the Belgian Foreign Trade Agency saying that China overtook the United States in 2024 for the first time as the largest non-European supplier. Of course, the difference they have now is the big trade deficit between China and Belgium. Of course, in the coming days, and Wang Yi is expected to meet the Deputy Prime Minister of the country, who is also the Foreign Minister of Belgium. And after that, he will also meet the President of European Council, Antonio Costa, before co-chairing the 13th round of China-EU high-level strategic dialogue with Kaya Kallis, who is the EU's foreign policy chief. And of course, they have common ground and differences. We have been talking about that for a very long time, and they are trying to figure out if there is any way out to ease some of the tensions, especially over the EU's additional tariffs on Chinese-made EVs and China's anti-dumping investigation into brandy and pork from the European Union, and of course the export controls from China on rare earth minerals is another flashpoint. So they're trying to figure out if they can ease some of the tensions before the upcoming China-EU summit.